This is KPFT Houston.
Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Firm. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas obtain parole and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. For more information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthis, you can find it at the website, parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
Listeners should be aware that the following program contains language and audio images which may be found disturbing and may not be suitable for your snotty-nosed little brat who probably cusses like a sailor behind your back anyway. Parental discretion is advised.
It's time to holler down the pipe chase and rattle them bars, because we're going to do a prison show for you right here at beautiful old, historic old, exciting new KPFT Houston, from the heart of Montrose, where we all hope tomorrow will be a better day.
And welcome to the Prison Show. Tonight is Friday, April the 18th. And if you are in Texas, please have, well, if you're listening to this right now, please have your loved ones, your friends, your family attend the board meeting next Thursday. It's going to be over in Austin. We have all the details on our Facebook page, several of the advocates' Facebook pages. So make your voice known. Like I do.
Happy Easter. What else you call it besides Easter?
I don't know. You interrupted my thought.
Well, good. Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter, Dave.
Melissa, is there an alternative that you say besides Happy Easter?
No, but it's Good Friday.
Talking to Mike.
It's Good Friday
there you
today.
Go. Happy Good Friday, everybody.
Yes, Happy Good Friday. Yeah, David wouldn't wear his bunny ears.
I got a cowboy hat on.
Yeah, it's not the same.
I got these silver things like everybody else got on.
The silver things?
Yeah, everybody's wearing silver headphones.
Oh, thank you.
We got our ears
on. A great
on.
one. Yes, we've got our ears on, definitely. So tonight, David has lined up a great show for us. But in the house tonight, of course, we have David, Linda, and I, Dani. People ask me all the time, where are you in the show? I'm the host, Dani. I don't introduce myself because I take it for granted that, everybody knows Dani, right?
Yes.
Everybody
because we all love you.
Well, no, I can guarantee you some people do not love me.
Well...
That's only the pole dancer.
Only the, yes, the pole. And I was, you know what, I'm going to move on from that as I shake my ears, right? Shake my ears. So we have Melissa here. We have Lon, her husband, they're with Day 41. And Nate, their manager, he is here, all with Day 41. So they're in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. And Leslie is in the house, a.k.a. Sugar Pom Pom's woman. Yeah, she's in the house. And, of course, we have a great lineup. Thanks to crippled David in the next room, we have a great lineup.
Yeah, and rumor has it that my Harley was sliding all down the highway and all kinds of stuff, and that's not even what happened. So, repent, everybody.
No, that's not what happened, although it does make for a good story.
Well, it's better than bifocals, but that's what I'm blaming it on.
Okay.
I can't see down there.
Ooh-wee. All right, so tonight David lined up Dr. Terri LeClercq. Everyone knows Dr. Terri. She is the queen, Queen Terri. She is over the Prison Show Book Club and author of Prison Grievances, When to Write, How to Write, as well as at least 4 other books. We have Marci Marie on tonight with Helen Gaebler. I think I said that right. Woohoo! Everyone knows Marci Marie. Also, she is the Women's Unit reporter and director of community engagement at Lioness, Justice Impacted Women's Alliance. Woo, that's a lot. And she's teaming up with the University of Texas Law Clinic as Texas Parole Group Working Group. And then, of course, like I said, Lon and Melissa Emerson with Nate Barnett with Day 41 Resource Center. They're in the house. And then, of course, Linda and I will be giving our little segment, our little lot segment. So let's get on the ball. Let's get to Terri. She's on line 1. Hey, Terri.
Hello. Thank you very much, Dani.
Thank you.
I wish everybody could see what you look like tonight. So she is wearing a headband with Easter ears that have some kind of LED lights on them that sparkle, and they're bright, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I wanted David to wear them with his grouchy mug, that he would look so festive with the LED lights going off, but he refused.
Wouldn't he? Well, reading Dani, David, Beth, all the people who are there in the studio, that sounds great to me. And all those who enjoy hearing outside voices that can lift you up, welcome. We had great book reports this month. I so enjoy sharing what you're thinking about. Your world is so enlarged by all of those books that you write to me about. Some of them I haven't even read. I take down the names of them and go look them up. You're enlarging my life, too. Keep it up. As you mentioned just a minute ago, today is Good Friday for Christians. Earlier this week, Jews celebrated Passover. Many other Jews accept the concept of something larger than you, and you can think about that tonight. Good Friday is solemn. It's a quiet reflection on life. You know about the life of Jesus. You know this day symbolizes his crucifixion and death. It's not jolly like the following Easter celebration. Perhaps this evening, all of you listening could take a few minutes to reflect on all those people in your life who've helped you or tried to help you for Good Friday. Think of that. On the other side of the Bible, in the Old Testament, Jews were finally able to leave the slavery of Egypt and wander in the desert for 40 years until they found the promised land. Although Moses, their leader, didn't get to go there. Thus, Passover celebrates a miracle, a hard journey, and a victory. Tonight, you might want to concentrate on those hard journeys you've taken and the hard journey you're still taking. We at KPFT are hoping it won't take you 40 years to discover your promised land, that you discover a full and productive life. So look ahead. Stop. Think of the victory that could await you. Less than 40 years. How can you do all that? If you contemplate, you may find an inner awakening inside you, not on the web or a religious ceremony. It's you who needs that reflection. The journey to your best self in goodness. Talking with a friend today who gets up every morning and in silence meditates. You have undoubtedly heard about meditation, but have you tried it? Why not tonight? In the silence and clanging and snoring, you can sit yoga-like or lie down, relax your muscles as much as possible. Then relax your mind. Think of nothing except your breath. If you practice that kind of meditation for short 3 to 5 minutes each day and focus not on where your body is at this very moment, but where your heart is, you'll open yourself up to a continued journey. I sincerely hope each listener will give the Good Friday Passover attempt, because it doesn't come again until next year, and you'll miss the chance. Okay, finally, I want to share a short letter from Roderick, who is serving a 53-year sentence in California. It was published in the spring edition of Human Kindness Foundation. Dani, I hope you can get this.
I am. Human Kindness.
On the web. Yeah. humankindness.org, box, P.O. Box 61619 in Durham, North Carolina, and the zip is 27715. It's a terrific, positive newsletter for incarcerated folk. Write to them, ask to be included in their mailing. I love getting theirs. So here's what Roderick shared. Quote, I erase the bad energy of the previous year. Remember, he's 53 years. And on my calendar, I write down my daily achievements. It might be art, or sending cards, or helping someone in the library. Even if I read books or work out, fill those squares with anything that's important to you. Do it all year long. You might begin to see patterns, positive ripples. Then he says, here's the second part. On New Year's Day, clear out last January. What was January like? Did you send cards?
Oh, sorry.
Did you?
Go ahead.
Did you attend the prison function? Was it a bad January? Now, start to shred the month of January. Shred it. Goodbye, January. Thank you, January. With each sound of your shredding, that's you kicking the crap out of last January. Then go on through the whole year. Wait until you see those piles of shredded days. You've made it until this new January. You have been relevant. You have been alive, even in this place. So that's what I offer you tonight. Reflection, meditation, and then a chance to journal, perhaps, or put these things in the calendar so that when you look back on the year, you've completed, you've successfully lived through another year in DDC, and you're alive, and you have a chance to start it all over again. And that makes me so happy for each one of you. I hope that made sense, Dani.
It definitely did. And okay. I just want to make sure that I got the P.O. Box correctly. That's P.O. Box 61619?
Yes.
Durham, North Carolina, 27715?
Uh-huh. And it's humankindness, one word, .org.
Okay.
The man and woman who started that are basically saints. He died fairly recently, and she's keeping it going. I would love to meet her. They have such a touch with spirituality, and they have such a love of the people who are incarcerated. So I hope you get to have a chance to read the newsletter.
Yeah, it sounds really good. Sounds great.
Okay. Yeah. You have a great lineup tonight. I can't wait to hear it. Go for it.
Well, thank you very much. And why don't you give your address really quick?
Sure. Dr. Terri, Terri, LeClercq, LeClercq, School of Law, 727 East 26th Street. That's 727 East 26th Street, Austin, 78705. And that's where I get my mail, and everybody's always happy to see the mail come in. Yeah, somebody's reading a book. So it's good for all of us. Let me know.
Well, thank you, Terri. I hope you have a great Easter weekend, you and your family.
Ooh, thank you so much. It's bound to be an exciting one. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Okay, now we have two people on one call. We have Marci Marie and Helen Gaebler. How are y'all doing this evening?
Hi, Dani.
Hey.
Hey, and you said Helen's last name just perfectly.
I can't believe it. That's a first.
Yeah. Yeah, we're so excited to be here, and thank you for having us and thinking about us for the show. We're really excited because we have been collectively organizing. Several individuals and organizations have come together just working on the faulty parole system here in Texas, something we all care about. And so I'm really excited. I have my friend here and my colleague, Helen Gaebler, and I kind of want to pass it on to you because she's going to tell you kind of how the group came to fruition. She's going to talk about some of the work that we've been doing and some of the incredible work that she's doing that's about to be live for us all to see and utilize. So, yeah, Helen, hi.
Hi, thanks so much, Marci, and thank you, Dani. It's great to be here, and I've wanted to come on the show for a long time, and I'm really happy that it's come to fruition. I just want to quickly give a little back. So I got into doing this work really because of the work I'm doing at the University of Texas Law School. We have a huge pro bono program there, and one of the projects we started about 8 years ago, really at the suggestion of one of our students, was to start doing pro bono parole review cases. And so for the last 8 years, I've been representing, along with students, I've been training students in how to do this, representing women who are incarcerated in Central Texas in their parole review hearings. We've worked with over 70 women at this point. We have a great overall approval rating, and it's been an incredible learning experience for me, both in terms of just the honor of being able to work with the women who are our clients and their families, and just seeing how deserving they are of getting parole, and also how incredibly frustrating and broken the system is, and trying to just provide a little support where we can and some encouragement. And so doing that work, one of the things is sort of several things have come out of it. And one of them is I just recently published a report together with a colleague, Leah Cifuentes Davis, who's at the UT Law School Civil Rights Clinic. We put together a report called Parole Reform in Texas, Recommendations to Achieve Forward-Looking Justice. And that's available on the Internet. And really just trying to highlight some of the, really in the review process itself, some of the things that are just broken with the system. And so that spurred me on also at the same time to be reaching out, and I know Marci and the women at Lioness, I've worked with them for a long time in other ways, and through reentry work here in Austin, I've gotten to know a lot of the advocates, and we started to just think, there's really a need for a more coordinated look at kind of how to address some of these broken systems. And so we created this Texas Parole Working Group in anticipation of the upcoming session that we're in now. And in addition to that, I've been working with the Texas Defender Service here in Austin to kind of push out the work we're doing at the law school, to push it out more broadly. And so we created a pro bono parole attorney network where we're training up private bar attorneys to take on parole cases pro bono, and Texas Defender Service is helping to support and provide technical assistance to those attorneys and get them up to speed. We have a lot of templates and other materials for them. And also I think what Marci was just referencing is TDS is also about to launch a public-facing website, which is going to have a lot of that same material really broken down in ways that will make it accessible, and it's all free, and for families and loved ones to be able to dig in and both understand the parole process a little bit better, maybe try to make it a little clearer of how to go about advocating in parole, and then also, again, like videos explaining how to do this. We have Jorge Renault's guide that's been updated a little bit on how to write parole packets. There's a lot of templates and sample letters and all sorts of material that people can use to create their own parole packets, because it's something that anybody can do. There's, as I think a lot of your listeners know, there's nothing really legal, specifically legal. You don't need legal knowledge or training to do a parole packet. And we think it's very impactful, both in terms of the outcomes and also just for the individuals and sort of learning that, working on those and practicing those self-advocacy skills. So we're super excited about this public-facing website coming out. And then, Marci, I guess talking about the Parole Working Group is the other piece that really has come out of this work. And this is a network of organizations, everything from Texas Prison Alliance, Texas Civil Rights Project, Latino Justice, the Texas Defender Service, Lioness, and Alliance for Safety and Justice. Marci, am I forgetting someone?
The Right Cause Urban Youth Conservation. If we might be forgetting someone, and if we are, we're sorry, but there's a lot of us.
There are.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's big and it's growing, and we are super excited for people to join the network and start building those advocacy skills around parole and the parole bills we currently have, and then also thinking about how we want to tee things up for the next session. And so we have a bunch of events coming up in April for Second Chance Month. And so, Marci, do you want to talk about the events?
Yeah, I will. And the first event that comes to my mind, first let me say thank you, Helen, because you gave that information so beautifully, and that was a lot of information, y'all. Helen, her work is surrounding everything she just said, and for y'all on the inside, know that Helen, she's not someone who has been behind those bars with y'all or like I was. She is just someone on the outside looking in at a broken system saying this needs change. And there are lots of folks like Helen out here fighting for people like us and for y'all on the inside. So thank you for your work so much. So we have a film screening coming up, and it is going to be at the Austin Community College. I'm going to, for those of us out here in the free world, I'm going to drop the link on the Facebook, on the Prison Show's Facebook, right under the live, so y'all can check it out. I'm going to drop all this information there, so you don't have to memorize it right this second. But that's on April 29th, and it's a movie. It's a film about a man that got sentenced as a youth to life. I think it wasn't even life. It was like 200 years. It was some crazy
600
number, and it's yes. Thank you for that. And he's home now, and he will actually be at the event along with the director of the film. So it's a community event. We're going to be able to watch the film, and then we're going to have an open discussion with Ronnie and the director and a couple system impacted folks as well. And there's a virtual option for that too, so if you're not in the Austin area. On the 26th, we're having like a Second Chances Around Texas type event. People are going to be organizing in their areas, small groups, and if you're in the DFW area, it's a pool party at my house, so y'all can link up there. But then we're going to come together statewide on a Zoom call and kind of all be in community that way within our small groups. And that we're kind of it's called Reclaiming Our Stories. We're honoring Second Chance Month by reclaiming our stories. And this is open for anybody that cares about second chances, So, and then, Helen, do you want to talk about the webinar?
Sure. So Monday, the 28th, we're going to do Texas Defender Service, and we're going to be hosting kind of the public launch of this public-facing parole website. It's super exciting. This is the first time that we've had in the state kind of one place where we have really a centralized set of documents and resources and training materials that people can just access and use at their convenience. So we're going to be doing that online. We'll have a Zoom. We have a Zoom link for that. And Marci, why don't we'll post that. I don't think you may not have that. You don't have that flyer finished yet, or you don't have it in your hands. But I will get that to you, and we'll get that posted up on the Prison Show site as well, so that folks have that link and can join that training.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lot. We realize that there's a lot of work that is valuable when we're talking about discussing parole in Texas. And so we're doing a lot of, in addition to like community building and community education, and along with the important things that Helen's talking about, we're also coming together to do ledge work, to policy work, and fighting some bad legislation, and doing these kind of things. And if you would like to be involved with that, we are having like almost like an emergency working meeting that's going to be Sunday evenings at 7:00. It is open to anybody who's really interested in getting their hands dirty and getting raw, deep in the work and looking at the legislation and seeing what we need to do to push things and to hopefully stop things, or where do we need to testimony at. And I will put the information again on this live, so anyone listening, the rest of the information will be tonight, but the webinar and this link, it might be tomorrow before I get it there, because I don't have those at the tip of my fingers.
And Marci, we know that this Sunday, I was going to say, we know that this Sunday is Easter, and it may be hard for folks to get on that call, but the idea is that this is going to be an ongoing Sunday evening gathering. So every week, different bills are moving, and so this is a chance to try to organize people at the start of the week to think about how are we going to address the bills that are coming up that week for hearing, and thinking about having people write letters, reach out to their representatives, and have their voices heard.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And we do realize it's Easter Sunday, but it's also legislation is going on. It's session. We're smack dab in the middle of it. And so we are going to have our celebrations with our family and do whatever we would normally do on individually as an Easter Sunday, and come together that evening at 7:00 and
have a pool party.
Yeah, we're going to have a pool party on the 26th now.
Sounds
come together.
Sounds like I probably ought to try and figure out how to get to Fort Worth.
Hey, and that ankle of yours would feel good in the water.
It probably would. We'll let it float around.
Yeah,
no
sure.
kicking, no diving.
No. We'll just put you up on a float, David.
There you go.
It out that way.
With a big tall glass of lemonade.
For sure, 100%. 100%. I'll bring your plate to you. Even you can eat your burger or whatever, your kebabs or whatever floating in
on
the
water.
No problem.
Oh my God!
Sounds like a plan.
I'm getting jealous.
Yep. And speaking of parole, Marci, you can give out my good news if you want to.
I would love to. I am so super ecstatic to announce that the incredible producer of the prison radio show is officially off parole.
Woohoo! I got my discharge papers. Yay! It only took 35 years to finish a 28-year sentence. So.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
No, that is such incredible news and so exciting. And it gives people hope, because people that are going to be on paper for a minute, it looks scary and it sounds scary. But we can get through it for sure.
Just got to make the next right decision.
Yeah. Think about it every day. I'm so happy for you.
Well, how can people get a hold of you?
I was going to say, can I give a couple of email addresses?
Please do.
Okay. So if you're interested in the Texas Parole Working Group, I would encourage you to write to either, you can always find Marci at the Lioness website. You could reach out to me at Helen, at Gaebler at texasdefender.org. That's HGAEB as in boy, LER at texasdefender.org, Texas Defender, one word. You can also try to reach out by email to Justin Martinez at Latino Justice, and his email is jmartinez, MARTINEZ, at latinojustice.org. Again, Latino Justice is one word. And I also just want to say for that website, I don't know, I should have checked before I got on the call tonight. I don't think it's quite public yet, but it will be public by the 28th, and it might be public even by next week. And to get to that, you're going to want to go to the Texas Defender website, and that is www.texasdefender.org.
Awesome. I will also thank you for that. And for the folks listening behind those prison walls, we love you so much. You can, if you want to talk about the Parole Working Group or reach us, you can or mail me at the Lioness P.O. Box. Just put parole on there, and I'll make sure that the group gets it. P.O. Box 12051. That's in Austin, 78711. P.O. Box 12051. Love you all so much. Keep your heads up. We're out here fighting for you. Change is happening, and we're not going to quit on y'all.
Thank you so much, Marci. We appreciate you and Helen both being on this evening. Thank you again, and I'll probably see you next week.
Thanks for having us. See you real soon.
Bye-bye. All right. And now, if I'm not mistaken, it is time for day 41, and we've got a few of their peeps in here. So, who wants to go first?
Me. Okay.
Pointed at
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
Talk to the mic.
Okay, talk to the mic.
Talk to the mic.
Okay.
So, what's going on with day 41?
Well, for those of y'all that know, day 41, the last time we was on here, we opened our first transitional home, and that was 6 months ago. We filled up really quickly. And we've received, I don't know, we probably get between 100 to 200 letters a month. And so we filled that up, and then I decided to fill up my personal home too, because I just couldn't say no. And and I said, now we are out of space at my, so 2 houses filled. So what are we going to do? So we went, me and my husband, Lon, and we went and bought a new location, which is going to house between 20 to 25 guys in Waller. And we're, I look like this because I've been moving all day. It's awesome, though.
You look fabulous.
It's awesome. I'm super excited for what's coming for these guys. And, yeah. So that's what we're on here to talk about is transitional homes.
So what is a transitional home?
So the difference between a halfway house and a transitional home, a halfway house, how would you know what, you guys have been in halfway houses and transitional homes, Lauren and Nate.
Grab a mic.
Hi everybody, my name's Lon Emerson, and I am founder of Day 41 Resource Center. The difference between a transition home and a halfway house is all about the money. It's all about getting you in there, getting you out, turning it over, and making as much money as possible. Transition home is more about getting you out here, getting your feet on solid ground, first spiritually and sobriety, and then we start working with you to make sure you get your license and all that stuff in slow baby steps. We don't ask you to come out here and go get a job the next day. That ain't going to happen. We ask you to slow down long enough to breathe and try to readjust to society a little bit at a time.
And look at a phone for the first time for some of y'all.
Yes.
For some of them, yes.
Yeah.
I think a halfway house is already ready to put everybody back inside. You're really only halfway out. And transition home. I was at Spirit Key for a long time, and we worked with the guys so much. We wanted them to be out. We wanted them to do everything right and make sure that by the time they left Spirit Key, they were ready and had a home and had a job and had a car and had everything that they needed to make it.
So we've heard from Melissa and Lon. What do you have?
I'm Nathan. I'm the house manager for Day 41. The 3 core fundamentals for Day 41 are God, sobriety, and family. We put God above everything else, our sobriety second, and then we treat each other in the home like a family. And so my day-to-day operation is to help the guys feel like a family, make sure they're doing what they're supposed to for parole, get to where they need to, when they need to, and just really be there for the guys.
He brought up, when we were visiting before the show, Nate brought up a good point, that being there, you offer each other support, like, hey, I'm going to go fill out a job application here. Do you want to come? Mm-hmm. You know, you all work as a one unit, as a family, like you said.
Yes, ma'am.
Which I don't know too many places that offer that.
You know, it's funny. You can ask the guys. I was saying this earlier, so one of our guys left today, and I said, I bet I'm the only woman that cries when a guy leaves a transitional home. But I do. I mean, I'm invested in these guys. These guys are like my brothers. I talk to them about everything from relationships with girls to whatever, kids, whatever they want to talk about. Sometimes things I don't really want to talk about with them, but, you know, if they need to get it out, having a woman that's kind of just like your big sister is kind of cool. So they say.
Do y'all have any rules there?
Several rules. And each person must abide by them. The main one is church and AA functions are mandatory. Then there's a peer-based accountability, which each person is responsible to try to make sure everybody's following the rules. And we have cleaning schedules and cooking schedules and stuff like that we follow as well.
First and foremost, it's a no-tolerance drug and alcohol zone. It's a safe place. You know, and it's not in no dump. You're not in the hood. You're not down the projects. You're in a nice house in a nice neighborhood.
So if that's one of the few rules that you have, drug and alcohol free, that's not too much.
No, we don't refuse anybody because of a crime, except for SOs. We don't take SOs. But we take you whether you're on GPS monitors, curfew monitors. Most of the guys that we do work with, we've got 13 right now. Most of these guys have spent 10 plus years incarcerated, maybe not all in one stint, but over a course of time. Trying to think of what else to say. It's really a family. I mean, I guess that's the biggest thing I can stress is it's really a family. We eat dinner together. There's not me and Lon are the boss. Me and Lon are one of you guys. We all are together on this, and we help you out, and you help us out, and it's kind of a really neat atmosphere.
So will you take sex offenders soon or in the near future or
that is
down
something
the road?
That is something we're trying to work out. We don't want to exclude them. It's just something that we're trying to work out because how do I say this the right way? These guys know, so it's not a punch. They have to kind of be separated from the other guys because some people are not as nice and caring, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Did I put that right, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
All right. So before I forget, because David will yell at me. What is your mailing address?
Yes. So we are taking applications. Let me kind of just tell you real quick. There is an application process. So the first thing is to write to us and get an application. Then once you get the application, you send that in. We read over them, the ones that we really feel good about. Nate will interview them on Securus. You have to add us as like a visitor, like a friend, and we'll do a video chat with you. And then if you get through that, then you come see me. And then we get prepared for you to come out. So that's kind of our interview process. And Lon, what is that email? Please tell me.
The email or the address?
The address.
925 South Mason Road.
Okay, 925 South Mason Road.
Katy, Texas.
P.O. Box.
Wait, what?
Oh, you don't need one?
You don't need a P.O. Box.
Okay.
Katy, Texas 77450.
Okay, so where do they get the application?
So some of the time, turning an I-60, a lot of the chaplains do have that, or the chaplain themselves will reach out. It's funny how many chaplains reach out to me. So they'll try to do that, or I can send one on Securus.
Okay, so they would ask specifically for day 41.
Day 41, or ask for a list of transitional homes, halfway houses, and day 41 is listed. We are TDC approved. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that they had a list of transitional. I knew they had a list of. Oh wait, maybe she was listed as a. I just hit me. Oh, Linda.
Right? Linda.
All right. Is there anything else that y'all have? So you're only accepting men, correct?
Yes, we only accept men.
Are you working towards women?
You know what? We have a great friend who she does work on the women's side. We've kind of, in 6 months, I've got a crash course in this, so to say, because I've never been incarcerated. And so in the 6 months, I've become very comfortable in what I'm doing, and I don't want to change that up. We're seeing success. We're seeing guys get baptized, guys get off of parole who've never been off parole before, and guys getting jobs and going to work, guys going to school. I mean, we're seeing a lot of good stuff right now, and I just don't want to stop that train rolling down the track. So I do have a place if you want to go to women, and if you're an SO, I've got places for that too. So I kind of try to keep all the resources so that I can help whoever reaches out to me. But I can't take everybody.
Okay, so, which I understand, and I'm sure they understand that too. So if they write to you at this 925 South Mason Road, you could possibly send them that information for the women and the
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And if you happen to have access or, want your family member to reach out and expedite that, it's support at day41center.org. So support at day41center.org. And a shout out to all the guys at Jester. Love you guys.
You're at Jester.
Yeah, I get to go volunteer at Jester. I haven't been in a while because I've had some problems with my eyes and stuff. But yes, I like.
Now, is this Jester? Because I know there's
Jester 3.
Jester 3. Oh, my biggest fan's at Jester 3. Spoken in a purely sarcastic tone, I assure you.
Okay.
He's the one we were. Yeah.
Anyway,
He listens to everything.
Yeah. He just loves me.
Linda just got a JPEG.
Oh, he just... And you see, I was smart enough not to add him to my Securus. So he can't write me.
There's always a block button.
But this is true. And poor Linda. Linda's so sweet. She's just so sweet. She won't stop it. There comes a time. But before we go, can you tell me what a typical day is like there? Just a typical.
I think that's a great Nate question.
A typical day. Well, some of the guys, they're used to waking up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So there's about 2 of them that wake up. They're making coffee in the mornings. Half the guys are going to work, so they're getting prepared. They're going to work. The other guys that are there at the home that are on monitors and stuff, they're usually cleaning and doing yard work, cleaning up on the inside of the house. Then throughout the day, then the guys coming home from work, then we all sit down. We've got cooking teams and cleaning teams. So the cleaning team will come in and start cooking in the afternoon. They're responsible for getting up to the meal preparation and then cooking. And then right around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening, we all sit down as a family. We pray together. We eat at the same table. And then usually after that, then it's kind of relaxation. I mean, we watch TV, talk, play Jenga in the backyard. I mean, a bunch of various things. We have a life-size Jenga thing in the backyard, so it's
that's awesome.
and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's brotherhood. I mean, we sit down, we're watching movies and comedy shows together, so it's a lot of fun.
And are you the lone female?
I am. I have, yeah. I am truly one of the guys.
Well, we appreciate y'all being here this evening, and thank y'all for coming, and hopefully y'all can come back again soon with some more good news.
Yes, thanks for having us, and I can't wait to talk to you guys, so make sure to send in those applications, and let's fill this second home up really quickly. 20 guys.
Absolutely. I'm sorry. All right, now Linda, are you there?
She's on the phone.
Okay. I think you turned the right. Okay. All right.
I tried.
Yes, you did. You tried very hard, David. Thank you.
I moved the wrong finger.
Yeah. All right. So just throw Linda on when she's off the phone. But good evening, everyone on Texas Death Row and everyone else listening. And we do mean everyone, because everyone now can hear us. I used to say this all the time back in 2017 when Linda and I first started doing our segment. But I feel like I need to say it again and maybe say it for a few more months. We are not attorneys. We want to help each and every one of you. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get back with someone, but know that we want to. But understand, we are not attorneys. Okay, so the Death Row Angels will be at Moses Mendoza's execution protest on April the 23rd in front of the Huntsville Unit at the corner of 12th Street and Avenue I. If your family, friends oppose the death penalty, please come stand with us. Right now we have 2 scheduled executions in Texas, 11 total for the United States, according to the Death Penalty Information Center. There have been 12 executions in the United States this year, with 2 in Texas. Like my friend Leroy started and T added, no voice is too small. So pick up the phone and make that call to the AG, the governor, state reps and all. Be for us that shoulder standing on the wall, dedicated to duty, never dropping the ball. Remember to call everyone. Death Penalty Action has petitions on their website, deathpenaltyaction.org. Y'all are way too noisy. All right, there are 2, like I said, there are 2 executions scheduled. Moses Mendoza is scheduled for April the 23rd, and he is out of Collin County. Matthew Johnson is scheduled for May the 20th and is out of Dallas County. Now, as my friend Mayo says, here's the news you can use. Moises, I know you know this, but April 15th, the CCA denied your request for a stay of execution. Micah Brown, on April the 15th, the Supreme Court granted the state's motion to extend time to respond to May the 17th. David Wood, you are distributed, or you were today, distributed for conference at the Supreme Court on April 17th. We should have that information for you on Monday. Bartholomew Granger, the state filed their brief in opposition to a petition at the Supreme Court on April the 14th. Ronald Hamilton, on April 8th, Judge Alfred Bennett denied your federal petition, dismissed your case with prejudice, with the exception of your lethal injection challenge, which the court dismisses without prejudice. Then on April the 15th, your case was docketed at the Fifth Circuit. Robert Will. On April 10th, you filed a response in opposition to the state's motion to quash the subpoena at the district court. Elijah Joubert. On April the 10th, the Fifth Circuit granted your motion to file a reply to the opposition filed by the state. Rudy Medrano. On April the 14th, Judge Tipton granted an extension of time to file an answer to the state. Larry Estrada. On April the 16th, the CCA granted you relief. Ali Urshan. On April the 16th, the CCA denied your motion for a rehearing. Victor Saldano. On April the 16th, the CCA dismissed your writ of habeas corpus. Willie Jenkins. On April the 16th, the CCA denied your writ of habeas corpus. And Brittany Holberg. On April the 14th, the state filed an unopposed motion to extend time to file a rehearing request at the Fifth Circuit. And Linda.
Yes, I'm here.
You're here.
Well, since Danny and I love cats, I got a poem from David West from the Ramsey Unit, and it's called Big Head Rex, and it's about a cat. Seated on his concrete throne and solitary but not alone, surrounded by adoring fans who feed him from their outstretched hands. Master of the steely realm, upon his head there is no helm, except a crown of battle scars won during the feline wars. About him lay his faithless kin, all covered in feline sin. Jealous of his hard-won power, they patiently await the hour. Quietly accepting gifts, his noble chin he always lifts. When under there he needs a scratching, his scruffy coat now needs some patching. The twilight hour now is here, but in his eyes there is no fear. Looking forward to the rest, knowing that he did his best. Big Head Rex. I need to get to the Ramsey Unit so I can meet him.
Absolutely. I want to go too.
Yeah. I love cats.
And I think you have some birthdays, right?
I do. I read them once before, but I want to tell Harvey Irvin, he was on there. He just didn't listen to the shout-out time because that was when Danny was out, and I did it during the shout-out time. Clarence Jordan, April the 6th. Eric Williams, April the 7th. Harvey Irvin, April the 7th.
Woohoo!
Howard Guidry, April the 15th. Richard Vasquez, April the 17th. Ronald Pribble Jr., April the 18th. Ronald Hamilton, April the 21st. And Areli Escobar, April 23rd. And Danny got on to me, Harvey, so I just wanted to make sure you got it tonight.
I did.
Yes.
I did, T, I was all over her. I was like, what's this I hear that you did not read his birthday? So we wanted to make sure that you knew that we loved you up here.
Yes, we do.
Yes. So I think that I mentioned that we had a Larry Estrada, you were granted a CCA, or a CCA. You were granted at the CCA. However, quite a few people mentioned to me that a few other people were granted. Brady, under the prosecution lying. So y'all make sure y'all check out, and thank you to Jay Van Story, Ex parte Cobb. Let me see, Cobb. I don't see his, but you can look on the on your tablets and get that opinion. I'm going to be sending this around, Jay, but basically, people are making it, or the court is making it impossible for you to show that you're actually innocent, and of course the court is getting more and more leaning towards, you can't do anything. Once the cuffs are on you, that's it. It's a wrap. And I think, I don't know what I did with my paper. Well, I know what I did with my paper. I didn't bring it. That's what I did with my paper. I didn't bring it. And I didn't send it to, I sent it to Linda. Doesn't that just show you? I thought ahead. Joe David Padron, he was given relief at the CCA also. So y'all check those out for, I know everyone's shocked, but the prosecutor lied. I know. I know, everyone calm down. I know it's a shock, but, you know, we see that a lot. We really do. All right. So, David, you want to take a break?
No, you still got 5 minutes. You don't want to use it?
No, I thought
No?
I was rushing through it.
You didn't have to. You look at the schedule. I didn't have a break song today. I mean, I played the Regrets and stuff, but, I mean, they had 15 minutes and you had 15 minutes. 10 o'clock, I was going to pay the bills.
Okay, well, now you used another minute by explaining that, so.
Good.
Good.
Want me to use the other 4?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
keep your heads up. You ain't me if you got hope. It's Friday night, the inmates go quiet. Listen for a voice they know. It's prison radio. Prison radio. Broadcasting hope. The radio show.
You're listening to KPFT Houston. Support for KPFT and the Prison Show is provided by the Cohen Parole Law Team. For almost 40 years, Gary Cohen has helped to represent incarcerated individuals throughout Texas, obtain parole, and fight parole revocations. We protect those who have fallen short of perfection from the wrath of those who believe they have attained it. More information about Gary Cohen and his associates, Alan Bennett and Gene Anthus, can be found on their website at parolelaw.com. You may also contact them at 512-476-6201.
All right. And we are back. Who's on line 2? Nobody?
Every time somebody calls it, we can't hear them talking, and there's been 2 numbers call it, so if you recognize the number, it's mine.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get on with it. Let's get to Joanna.
Hi, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Just excellent.
I just want to say this was the first time I heard y'all's show, and it was great. I love how y'all do this for the inmates and tell people about it. My husband's in the Parole Unit, and I just wanted to give a shout out to him.
Go ahead. You are on the air.
I just want to tell Kevin hi. His family loves him, and we miss him, and we hope he comes home this year.
Oh, that's sweet. I'm sure he's going to enjoy hearing that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all for what y'all do for the inmates and their families. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for calling.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That was really sweet. All right. Let's get to Annalisa.
Hello everyone, it's Annalisa. I hope you are all good. This is my message for my friend. Hello Isidro. Hi my dear friend. I hope you are doing well. Hope you are having a good day. I'm well. I'm on holiday for a few days, so I will enjoy some free time and hopefully the good weather. I send you my warmest wishes and big, big hugs. Take care, my friend. Take care, everyone. Bye.
She's always so sweet when she calls in. All right, let's get to Lydia.
Hi there, Danny.
Hey, how are you, Miss Lydia?
I'm good. We were watching the Dodgers. They were playing the Rangers. And it was 0-1, and then we fell asleep, and the score was 3-0. I said, when did they make those two? What is it? What is it they score in baseball?
Runs.
Runs. Yeah. I said it was 1-0, and then when I woke up, it was 3-0. We missed the runs. But anyway. Just calling to wish you all, everyone, a happy Easter. Be safe. And I wanted to say hi to Moises. I wrote you a short email, Moises, and one to Big Will. And just want to thank you for staying in touch and for also encouraging us. Sometimes you all also encourage us, and I really appreciate that. But I want to say hi to my son. I love you and I miss you. And we'll talk tomorrow, God willing. And that'll be all. Amanda's home, and I'm sure Edward is home also over at Diaz. But I haven't talked to Diaz, but Amanda came in today. And I haven't seen her, though. She was going to make some gorditas for dinner, and it's already 10 o'clock, and there's no gorditas. So maybe tomorrow. Yeah. Glad I didn't wait for them. I'm glad I didn't wait for them. But hopefully tomorrow maybe she'll make some gorditas for us. That's about all, mijo. I'm going to be busy tomorrow getting ready for Sunday, chopping up everything I need, and just going out and buying the stuff first, and then chopping. Okay? Love you. Talk to you tomorrow, and you all have a great Easter. Danny, Linda, and David. Be safe out there. We love you. Good night, everyone.
Love you too, Lydia, and y'all have a fantastic Easter. You better get to the store.
Right? I have to get to the store before I chop anything. I'm going to have to get to the store first.
Hey, yeah,
Tomorrow.
they were buying stuff out, so you better hurry.
Well, you see, I have chickens, and I'm going to take deviled eggs, so I have the eggs already and the mayo. I'm just going to have to buy fruit because I said I would take a fruit tray. So I'm gonna go and buy the fresh fruit, or either buy the fruit tray that they have at the store.
You see, that sounds good. Just buy the
That
fruit.
sounds good too.
That's what I do.
Yeah. Buy the fruit tray.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or bring drinks.
Yeah.
I'm always the drink person, or I'm
the drink person.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good too. Okay, guys. You guys have a good evening. Get some rest.
Okay, thank you. Have a great weekend, Lydia.
You too, Danny. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, now let's get to Freddie.
Guys, let me do a shout out to my boy, my brother, James Dudley at the Pat Unit. Also, Terry, Green, Fifth, all you guys, David. I hope y'all are gone already home, but if not, I'm doing a shout out to you guys. What can I say, man? I'm on the road. I'm in my sleeper right now. Just stopped for the night. Everything's doing good, man. On the 16th of this month, I made 4 years by the grace of God, guys. 4 years out here. This is not the free world, though. Anyway, I'm just calling to let y'all know, keep y'all's head up. I plan on staying working for a while. What else can I do? I mean, there's nothing else to do but work and enjoy the country. I'm doing OTR. And I've been gone for the last 3 weeks solid. I'm trying to do another 2 weeks at least. And anyway, I'll be praying for you guys. And like I said, keep your head up, man, and always do the right thing, man. Get ready while you're there. That way you can come out here and you'll be ready to go. Y'all be good, man. David, I'm doing good, brother.
We're all great. Thanks, Freddie. We appreciate hearing you.
All right, man. Y'all be good, man. Bye-bye.
All right. Later.
All right. Now let's get to Melissa. She wants to do a shout out. I can't pull it anymore. There.
I don't get to call in very often, partly because I forget, to be honest. But to a couple of friends.
Get up on the mic.
Can you hear me?
No.
You got to turn it on, David.
Hello?
It is on.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
She's like screaming in here.
Yeah, well, I don't know what happened to it. It was working a while ago.
Here,
Maybe she needs to get another mic.
Okay, now can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, so I wanted to give a shout out to Kenneth Decker and Roberto Martinez. Tell you guys that I'm looking forward to having you at day 41. Wanted to give a shout out to Jason Wayne Castleman. Continue the great work that you're doing with your ministry. Keep your head up and know that you're loved and being prayed for. To Billy Ross Sims, thank you so much for supporting day 41. We really appreciate it. And there's a whole bunch more that I'm leaving out, but those guys, I just wanted to say hi, happy Easter, and to everybody else, have a blessed Easter weekend, and we love you guys. That's it.
You know, we hear from Kenneth Decker a lot, Linda and I. He's great.
So there's a story about Kenneth Decker. It's kind of cool. So he actually heard about Day 41 on the radio the very first time we were here. And that was on a Friday. That Monday was the first time that I showed up at Jester 3. And he was like, oh my gosh, I know who you are. And then he came to my Overcomers class and we just started talking and just became, so now he's coming to Day 41. So I'm so excited to have him.
You know what? That's awesome. Linda and I would love to go meet him.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, because he's very nice, very, respectful. He says nice things.
He does say nice things.
So kudos to you, Kenneth Decker. When you say nice things to us, you get the kudos, the 2 thumbs up. That's right. That's right. Well, thank you, Melissa. And thank you, Lon. Thank you, Nate. Thank y'all for being in the studio tonight. Where's Nate? I didn't even see him.
Nate's over
here.
You're
back.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, guys.
And y'all are welcome back anytime.
Thank you. Thank you. We love it here.
Do they know how to get out the gate?
Do you know how to get out the gate?
Yes, I think so. Do we know how to get out the gate?
How about if, Leslie, can you go clicker? Click. Hang on.
I'm not going to go there.
She
All
yelled
right.
at me. She yelled at me.
Yep.
Okay.
Dead air.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Nice meeting you. All right. Now, they was just yelling at me all night. I can't take it. All right. Let's get to Eva Maria.
Good evening. This is Eva Maria from Germany again. I would like to say a special hello to all those who are feeling lonely and who are suffering, maybe from pain or from loneliness or from anxiety or from mistreatment, bad food, whatever, or who are waiting for a sign of life of loved ones. I would like to say you are not forgotten. And I thought about you today and I pray for you and wish you all the best. And thanks to all those who contribute to making life in prison bearable, whether it be prisoners themselves or relatives, friends, volunteers and staff. And all the best to all those who make life in prison bearable. God bless you, Eva Maria.
She's always so sweet. We love her. So let's get to Carmela.
Prison show. Thank you for taking my call. Want to wish all the inmates on the inside and in the free world happy Easter, and I hope everybody's doing good. I'd like to especially say hi to my nephew, Bradley Aiken, at the San Saba unit. Bradley, hi. I hope you're having a good day, good week. Been a special week, and we celebrate the life and crucifixion and death and resurrection of Jesus. And I just hope that you know him. If you don't, it's never too late. Just give your life to him. And I hope everything is going good for you. I hope you're safe. I hope you're cool. You just keep your chin up and do what you need to do to get to the next day. I love you. I think about you every day, and I miss you. Just take care and know that you're loved, and you have a blessed Easter. I'd like to say a hi also to Marcus Mullins. He's at the Dieball unit. Hi, Marcus. I hope this finds you well. Father David said he thought you had a radio, but if you don't, somebody that does is listening to let you know that I called to say hi. I just hope everything's going good for you. You're having a good week, and I hope you especially have a joyous and blessed Easter, and keep your head up and and go day by day. Just take care and stay safe. Thank you for taking my call, Prison Show. Everybody traveling grace back to your house, and everybody have a joyous Easter weekend. Thank you, Prison Show. Good night.
Good night. Have a good weekend. All right, now let's get to Caitlin.
This is a shout out for Bethel, Garza, and Polonsky. Hey Boo, how are you? I hope that you're in good health, spirits, staying safe, and that there is a smile on your handsome face. As for me, yeah, all is good. I'm just back from being down with Buddy, or I should say up with Buddy. Yeah, he is doing good. We went for a little kind of go around the farm or the ranch, and yeah, he had a fun time, and he had carrots when he got back, so he is a happy boy. I'm here now with Daytona, who is sitting beside me on the couch, and yeah, she is just chilling. And yeah, that's about it for the day. I'm in work all over the Easter, so yeah, other than that, yeah, everything is good, so please know that you mean the world to me, and I am sending you big hugs and kisses. So good night, sweet dreams, and please stay safe. And to the other guys, Eric, Mark, Blaine, Will, Debo, Moy, and Rudy, hope you all are doing good, and you all stay safe. Good night, and to everybody at the Prison Show, a big, big thank you for making this happen.
She is amazing. Love her to pieces. Okay, now we have Kalyango.
Greetings to everybody on the Prison Show. I want to send my Easter shout out to my brother Franklin Davis, Lasso Peter Jr., Lead Rodney, Robinson Roberts, Melissa Lucio, Abraham Bonowit, Beautiful Mom Linda, Madame Dani, David, Francis, Peter. I want to wish you all happy Easter holidays.
All right. Now okay, so we have a couple of shout outs from Lau. So.
Hi guys, this is Lau and I'm here to sing you the happy birthday song for the month of April. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear loved ones. Happy birthday to you. Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. A los muchachos bonitos se las cantamos aquí. Despierta, mi bien despierta, mira que ya amaneció y a los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. The day you were born, heaven took note, a soul with a purpose, a promise God wrote, not by mistake, not cast aside, but forming love with fire inside. Before the pain, before the fall, God saw your name and heard your call. You are not forgotten, lost, or torn. You've been chosen since the day you were born. I love you all, and I'm sorry if I'm not singing the best I can, but I've been sick for the last weeks, but I still wanted to be here today and make your day special. I love you all.
She is so sweet. She really is. All right. Oh, okay.
Hi guys, this is Lau, and this is the message I have for you today. Life doesn't get easier just because you follow Jesus. The storms will still come. The pain still shows up. The battles still rage. But being a Christian or a follower of Christ or a believer means that when those moments hit, you are not standing alone. You see, being a Christian doesn't give you immunity from trouble. It gives you access to peace in the middle of it. It doesn't take away the weight of life. It gives you supernatural strength to carry it. In John 16:33, Jesus said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." That means your faith doesn't remove the fight. It redefines it. It gives you hope. When the world says give up, it gives you joy. When everything around us says break down, it gives us power when your strength is gone. When others panics, you pray. When others curse, you worship. When others hold grudges, you forgive. When others fall apart, you stand firm on the rock that is Jesus Christ. That is what makes the difference. Faith doesn't promise easy. It promises victory, not because the journey is light, but because God is with you every step of the way. So when life gets hard, and it will, remember this. You're not walking through it alone. Your faith won't stop the fire, but it will bring the fourth man in it. Your faith won't stop the storm, but it will bring the one who walks on water to your side. Being a Christian doesn't change the fight. It changes the fighter. And through Christ, you are more than a conqueror. So hold your head up, stand your ground, and trust in Him. Because you're not just surviving, you are walking in victory. In Jesus Christ's name, I declare it. Amen.
That was pretty powerful. Thank you, Lau, very much for calling. Okay, now we have Mysterious Mike.
Hello, this is Mysterious Mike doing his shout-outs for the prison show. Here's my shout-outs. The guys at Texas, Guy Alexander, Jamie Cuppett, Stephen Russell, Stephen McGee. Shout-out for Philip Perez. Shout-out for Matt Thomas, Edward Reeves, Adam Wilkerson. Shout-out for Oz. Shout-out for Keith Money, Haas, Aaron Vasquez. Tasha wants me to do a shout-out for Payday. Shout-out for Curtis Robertson. Shout-out for Blaine Milam. Shout-out for Bill R. Sims. Shout-out for Raymond Lee Cart. And a special shout-out to Clarence Bowman. Hopefully you're doing much better. And I want to wish everybody a happy Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and happy Easter Sunday. And hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. And if you want to continue to write to Mysterious Mike in care of David Collingsworth. And now back to the historic prison show. Adios.
So if you would like to write to Mysterious Mike or any member of the prison show team, write to, well, it's the prison show. I don't think we have to do care of, right, David? Not anymore?
Yeah, not anymore.
Okay.
I put in a thing at the post office, so they'll send it over as long as it says prison show. The prison show.
The prison show. 226 Chipmunk Trail, and that's in Shepherd, Texas. 77371.
You know, I got a letter from a guy that said he was from Shepherd, America, and he said that he thought he gets the biggest kick out of it whenever we talk about that because he grew up out here, and he said he always called it Shepherd, America.
I just think that is like, when I first heard that, I was like, excuse me, what?
I showed you the sign.
Yeah, and it's true. It's true. I mean, No, there's no. Yeah, Leslie's been looking for Shepherd America, and she's like, I keep.
And she needs talking to the mic.
Grab that mic right there.
Looking for Shepherd America.
You pass right through it when you go to the IHOP. You know where the IHOP is?
The IHOP, the one IHOP. It's
Yeah.
the IHOP.
You can't miss it. If you're in Shepherd, going towards Houston, you're going to see the IHOP right on the
I see
right.
the Shell station,
It's not a Shell station anymore. It's a TA.
and then the hotel on 59.
Yep. Yep, and that's where the IHOP is.
There's a hotel?
Yep.
Where?
Right there where the IHOP.
the
I've
IHOP.
never heard. I've never seen, or not.
It's a TA now. It's not a Shell station. They went out of it. There's a different Shell station over by the RV place, but that's in Cleveland. If you hit the Shell station, you went too far.
I'm still over the hotel. When?
Yeah, there's an actual hotel in Shepherd where there's an Exxon and a Subway and maybe another Shell station. But if you go further south to South Shepherd, there used to be a Shell station, but now it's a TA and IHOP and all that stuff.
Well, I know where the IHOP is.
Between where she's talking about, there actually, if you go even further north, where there's another big Exxon where the Jack in the Box is,
Yeah.
that's Shepherd America also. So from the Jack in the Box to the IHOP, that's all Shepherd America.
You know what, Leslie?
When you blink your eyes, you miss it.
No, you can blink about 3 times.
Yeah, it's a good.
Depends on how
three
fast
blink.
you're driving, but you still get 3 good
About
blinks.
90, 95.
You see, Leslie's off camera. She doesn't want to be on camera.
I want everybody to see your shirt. It should say David on it.
It should come over here. So
Yeah, sit in the other one.
No,
Figure out what's wrong with that mic over there.
yeah,
My
here.
hair is not done.
I'll block
Yeah.
you. Come over here.
Sugar
No.
Pom Pom wants to see you.
Yeah, come over here.
And she's got them marshmallow bunnies on her ears.
Yes, she does. Come sit right here.
They look
and
like antennas.
You won't be able. They won't.
Did
be
you
able-
glue those on the antennas or what?
Okay. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
It took
See
me
what's
all
wrong with
night.
her mic so she can talk.
Well, she's showing her shirt to the It says across it. It says smart, and then there's a picture of a donkey.
And I wore this last weekend during visit because I'm a smart donkey.
See, that mic's working now.
It is working.
Yeah.
I think it was you.
I think it was Melissa because I've done the same thing.
Well,
I
she
think whenever she grabbed it, she might have grabbed that wire.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. It works now. That's all we know.
Yeah, it works now.
So Sugar Pom Pom can hear you and see you.
Oh gosh! I'm
And see the
such a
smart
suck-
donkey on your shirt.
With the bunnies.
Yeah. Are those actual marshmallow bunnies?
They are. They're Pez. Anyway, go. Do you want to leave somebody a shout out?
Oh, yes. Hi, Sugar Pom Pom. Hi. I look a mess. My hair's not done, but it's okay.
She called me. What time was it? Like, I don't know.
12-ish,
I know.
12:45.
Yeah, about 1 o'clock, and she came on over. I'm not used to having people drop by. I live in my apartments are gated, so
I didn't just drop by. I said, send me your address.
yeah. Well, yes. Let me clarify that.
Yes,
Because-
clarify it.
Well, for me, it takes about. I have to, get everything in order in the house. Get my cats, comb their hair.
Oh, okay. And I ate some peanut M&Ms too. And
She
they were
did.
2 bags of peanut M&Ms, and they were so good. And then we had some street tacos, and those were so good.
And chips and salsa.
Chips and salsa, and about 3 glasses of sweet tea.
And the little sopapillos.
Yeah, and I had 2 sopapillas with some whipped cream and some honey.
Yep.
Anyways.
0 calories.
0 calories, exactly.
None. None.
Sopapillas have 0 calories?
Exactly.
Oh, that's that sugar-free honey, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Dee Dee gets it when she goes to IHOP.
Okay, good.
Sugar-free? For... Yeah. No calories.
You caught up with that, did you?
Yeah, I did. I was like, what?
Took a minute.
It took a minute.
Here,
No
hold my
calories.
sign.
Yeah. It's been a long day. Long day.
It really has. But anyways, I enjoyed my day with my Danny.
Did you drive through Shepherd America to go see Danny?
I think so. There's that shell. I'm telling you, David.
There's a shell in
I have been
North
looking
Shepherd.
for.
Yeah, there's a shell up there.
I go straight down 59,
Okay.
59 south.
From Livingston.
Once I see that 25 miles to Livingston, I know that I'm close to Shepherd because I go over that bridge. Once I go over that bridge, I haul tail. I go like 75,
Well,
but
the
I'm
IHOP,
really
if
like
you
90.
get off before the bridge and you go underneath the freeway, the IHOP's on the left.
I've never seen that IHOP.
Now there's a big sign that says TA, and it don't mean the TA you're maybe thinking about.
That it's right here. I'm showing her a picture.
Traveler's assistant.
Wait a minute. I have been.
Yeah.
It's new.
Well,
It's
it
on.
used to
You
be
go
a shell.
underneath the
Yeah.
left.
It used to
it's
be a
newish.
shell.
Yeah.
but They sold the shell. They built the motel and sold the shell because 2
I've been
semis ran
there.
into the gas pumps. So,
Okay, I know where that is now. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I still don't know where that hotel is, but it's not like I use it anyway.
They don't have a big major sign, but it's on the front of the motel. It's pretty new.
I thought the motel was by that other shell when you go north.
Well, there is a motel up there too, but that's really old, and I don't know that I'd want to stay there.
No, I wouldn't want to stay there either, being that it's.
Yeah, the one down by the IHOP is new, so
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
they just don't have a big giant sign, but it's there. The sign's on the very front like a banner. That's how new it is.
Oh, okay. So it's like shiny new.
That's the one to stay in.
Yeah, that is the one to stay in.
The one that's up by the shell?
By the
Yeah, that
truckers?
thing's probably been built since 1950 or something like that.
Ooh.
I bet they got window units.
Probably.
Hey, as long as they keep cool.
Yeah. All right. Now we have. Did you finish your show?
Oh yeah. So Sugar Pom Pom, hey. And then, hey. I'll see you. When is it? Sunday, Easter Sunday. So you better be in your all white with your little bunny ears, Sugar Pom Pom.
How you gonna get bunny ears, Sugar Pom Pom?
He can make them.
Oh,
They are so talented. I don't think he's going to.
And they're going to let him into visitation with them, right?
No.
Probably not.
Maybe he can wear like a little bow tie. Like a Chippendale.
Yeah.
And then I can wear my free Sugar Pom Pom t-shirt.
No, that'd be nice. He'd get a kick out of that.
I bought a black one and like a teal blue one. I might wear that tomorrow.
Cool.
Or no, not tomorrow. What's
Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday. All right. Now let's get to Jason Wysong.
Hey.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, everyone. Hey, happy Good Friday. Happy Holy Week, everyone. This is Jason Wysong from the Christian Restorative Justice Mentors Association. And I want to first just share that we have got some great things going on. We actually have 2 new programs and 2 additional units going on that are about to be launched probably either next month in May or June. But we've got some, including one of them being a women's unit. So we're very excited about that, and I'll be sharing the details on those as well. So for my shout out to my brothers at the Huntsville Unit. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. A special shout out and happy birthday to my mentee Corey Henderson at the Ferguson Unit. trustee camp. Hey, Corey, I know your birthday was on Thursday. Hope you had a good one, and look forward to catching up with you as well soon. Shout out to the Kairos brothers at the Ellis Unit. Hey, guys, look forward to seeing you guys as well here next week. As I know I've missed the last month or two with some stuff, but look forward to catching up with you. And shout out to my brother gosh, now I forget his name. I remember his last name right now. Jones. To Mr. Jones over at the Beto Unit. Hey, brother, I will be writing you back soon. Haven't forgotten about you. So as we know, I always do a mentor moment, but in honor of this Holy Week and coming up on Resurrection Sunday, I'd like to share kind of a verse that goes along with this time of this day, in fact, as we celebrate Good Friday. And the verse is Luke 23, and we're going to start out in verse 32. So it begins at the point where Jesus has been led to be crucified, and two others who are both criminals were led out to be executed with him. And when they came to a place called the Skull, they nailed him to the cross, and the criminals were also crucified, one on his right and one on his left. Jesus said, "Forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing." And the soldiers gambled for his clothes by throwing dice. The crowd watched, and the leaders scoffed. "He saved others," they said. "Let him save himself. If he's really God's Messiah, the chosen one." The soldiers mocked him too by offering him a drink of sour wine. They called out to him, "If you are the King of the Jews, save yourself." A sign was fastened above him with these words, "The King of the Jews." One of the criminals hanging beside him scoffed, "So you're the Messiah, are you? Prove it by saving yourself and us too while you're at it." But the other criminal protested, "Don't you fear God even when you have been sentenced to die? We deserve to die for our crimes, but this man hasn't done anything wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And I'm at verse 43, and it says, "And Jesus replied, I assure you, today you will be with me in paradise." And what I love about that passage is it pretty much details that Jesus' last act on the last thing he did before he died was he pardoned a criminal. He did prison ministry. And so as a prison minister myself, I can appreciate that, especially in how visiting, as we all know from the book of Matthew, and pardoning and caring for even the prisoners was so important to Jesus. It was one of the very last things that he did. So I hope that encourages you and adds some joy to your weekend as we celebrate the Resurrection Sunday, and the hope for redemption that brings to those of us who follow the Christian faith. Have a great night, everyone, and we will talk to you next time. Good night, guys.
Good night, Jason. Have a great Easter weekend. Maybe he hung up. I think he did. All right. Now let's get to Simone.
Hey, twin. Hey, it's me. I'm about to go to bed. It's 9:50 here in New York. We had a very lovely day. I am beyond tired. Keeping this really short. I just want to tell you I miss you. And we'll be talking very, very, very soon, okay? Have a good night. I hope you get sleep, and I love you.
All right. Now we have Stacy.
This is to my husband, Sporty Black at Wainwright Unit. Hey, sweetheart, how's the day been for you?
still on lock. The girls and I are well. The girls are behaving. Mom's just came by with the foodie. Got it put away. First thing I done was on the machine this morning, placing on the 4-point tees. And then the 2 we spoke on with our whispers last night. I'm getting ready to work on the VP post we got completion of yesterday. So yeah, it's a nice and sunny day out there today. It just reached my weather, 80 degrees, and it's the same for the weekend. Maybe it's that time. Be safe and healthy. Stay focused and strong. I'm yours, baby. Mwah. You got me, sweetheart. Mwah. Take care. I love you so deeply. Mwah.
Aww.
She's always so sweet.
I know.
All right. Now, Linda, would you like to do your shout-outs?
Yes, I would. Got a list of them, too. Paul Story, Franklin Davis, Raymond Becerra, Jack Carter, Samuel Solomon, Joe Laws, Edward Holland, Eric Pleasant, Jeremiah Rodriguez, Devon Wynn, Stephen Drayton, Tyler Adams, Robert Roberson, Robert Satterfield, Robert Solis, Lucky Ward, Ronald Haskell, Gary Green, Micah Brown, Jaime Cole, Blaine Milam, Paul DeVoe, Marcus Drury, Pete Russell, Will Spear. Hey, Will, David's been real sweet to me this week. So your talk to him must have gotten to him. Carrie Allen, Britt Ripkowski, Juan Balderas, Jedediah Reed, Christopher Turner, Larry Hatton, Bill Sims, Iron Thunderhorse, Sean Glatz, Alfred Mitchell, David Wood, Walter Sancho, Gregory Allen, Curtis Robertson, Midget Titan, Paper Cup, Sugar Pom Pom, William Owen Sr., Stephen Curry, Charles Thompson, Travis Fletcher, Dennis Price, Joel White, Talon Carter, Chauncey Bolton, Kimberly Cargall, Alex Sparks, Thomas Miller L., Eugene Broxton, and Troy Glover. Guys, have a nice week. I'll be back on next week.
All right. So I wanted to give a great big shout out first and foremost to Travis Fletcher. Great big hello to you.
Hey, boo.
Yeah, hey, boo. Since he always picks at me. Hey, boo. I got a few pickers.
Can I say that? Hey, boo.
We love Caitlin over here. We love her. All right. So, Farron, it was great seeing you, my buddy. Great seeing you. David Davis over at the Hughes Unit. Hey, Larry at the Huntsville Unit. Taylor Parker, Robert Solis, Brett, T, Big Head, Blaine, Mayo, Rodrigo, Leroy, Joel White, Jay at the Win Unit, Sean Glatz, and of course Midget Titan and Paper Cup, and CJ. Great big hello to CJ. So a lot has been going on this week. Well, the last couple weeks. And, you know, somebody told me that I'm sure everyone remembers the notorious Texas 7, right? Everybody remembers that?
Yes.
All right. So now they're calling the 7 from Telford the Telford 7.
No, now it's 7 plus 9.
Yeah. So, but the officers, yeah, they
and the warden
and yeah, the man alive, I swear. Okay, so, and then of course they've charged some of the inmates at the Telford unit. However, we are still concerned about Big Daddy. We have not heard anything about Big Daddy. You remember the troll website?
Yeah.
We have been shouting out for Big Daddy, and we have not. So if anyone is aware of what's going on with Big Daddy, However, I will say that I'm moving too slow, I'm moving. And so Marci Marie, I was going to ask her if indeed, let me see if I can get to, because she had put something out about
Big Daddy?
No, not Big Daddy. Everybody was talking about Big Daddy, though. I'm having issues. Oh, here it is. Okay. Nope. So I think, Chevy on the Telford unit. Shout out to Chevy on the Telford unit. So I'm, I don't think Chevy is Big Daddy. But anyway, so shout out to Big Daddy. So that happened. So it's been rolling out slowly over the past couple of weeks with the officers, and then of course the men that were incarcerated that are getting additional charges added to them. And then we have the ex-correctional officer who I remember when it happened, Jonathan Mojica. He was out of the Clements unit. He was sentenced to in Amarillo. Just want to, not the other Clements. There's Clemens and Clements. So Clements unit in Amarillo, he was sentenced to 12 years after he pleaded guilty to engaging in organized criminal activity, bribery, and possession of a controlled substance. So they finally sentenced him. There were a few of those this week. And, of course, we want to keep it moving. So we've got Amber Nicole Staton. She's a correctional officer at the LeBlanc unit. And that's over in Beaumont. And she was caught with a cell phone going into the unit. So, and that, that last Friday, Terry Peden was like trying to break out his pen, trying to write down. I'm like, dude, just go to the troll. The TDCJ troll has them all. Let me tell you, all of them. Anything you want to know. In fact, let me go over there right now.
TDCJ troll.
Yeah, we always laugh about the troll because just when you think you knew it all, you don't. You head on over to the troll because he knows the other part of it, or maybe all of it.
Or if you wanted to report something, you just inbox him.
Yes, you
or DM. Yeah,
but we wouldn't want to do that because we're not snitches.
Oh no,
snitches get stitches.
Yeah, never.
And we don't want stitches. Not at all. So here was this. So the Wallace Pack unit's getting in on it, but the Stevenson unit, there was a correctional officer for bribery, and there was somebody said he was blasting and wasn't lasting, and I got, as my friend says, I was laced up on what that meant, and I'll tell you after the show.
Blasting and didn't last.
Oh, damn, David, I forgot about you. Yes, by all means.
You don't know what blasting means?
No, but I was laced up. I know what he let me know what this means.
Okay.
So, but okay, go ahead, David, with your shout out.
Well, I got a lot of people that write me nowadays. And I want to make sure that they understand that we're getting their messages. We don't always have lawyers to send you or have money to put on your books or whatever the case is, but we will shout out to you and let you know we get your letters. And I was telling Linda, I'm getting some from TDC now, so I went through my e-messages to who I've been writing lately. So I got a shout out to Charles Flores, Cornelius Robinson, Dennis Price, Douglas Rivera, Joe Ramirez, Kenny Morissette, but he's over in Arkansas, still uses Securus, Pete Sines, Roderick Cooks, Roderick Johnson, and Rodney Reed. I hadn't heard from Rodney in a while, but he's still on the list. Let's see how fast I can get this page to change. Probably not very fast, right? Last week it didn't work. It just stopped working right in the middle of everything. We got Daryl Adkins, Ronald Allman, Quarry Brumfield, Daniel Campbell, Tiffany Cheeks, Stanley Corbett, Stephen Drayton, Daniel Farrell, Michael Flores, and Roy Forbes. I got a message from Tiffany Cheeks. She said that her and Maria Pena have got everybody listening to the show. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Thank you.
They passed around them tablets. We got Victor Gamble, John Graves, Curtis Henderson, Maury Holloway, Matthew Hoover, Larry Johnson, Michael Johnson, Daniel Lipscomb, Richard Little, and Victor Loya. Victor's still planning that big old party for us. James McElreath, remember he had all the barbecue and everything going on.
I remember
and wine. I think you're supposed to be serving wine.
Yeah, Linda's going to be cooking. That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah. Remember, Akeem McIver, Erlen McKay, Charles Miller, Curtis Otto. There's Maria Pena, Jaime Quijano Jr., Jaron Reasonover, Lionel Rogers, Montana Ruckman. Let's see, we got one more page, I think. David Saffel, Richard Smeal, Brian Smith, John Thomas, Hakeem Tyson, Kyle Triplett, Travis Walters, David Welter, and of course, Travis Fletcher. Can't forget Travis Fletcher, man.
No.
Keep your head up, Travis. I talked to Brandon briefly today and sent your message over to Megan. And, man, just keep your head up. It'll be okay, I promise. Now you can go back to talking about all these bad actors we got going on.
Yeah, and then we have, I remember when this happened, an Ellis Unit officer was just sentenced to 25 years in TDCJ, and he also must register as a sex offender, 5 counts, possession of child pornography. So he was an officer in at the Ellis Unit. So all these, we remember, his name's Jason Elliott. So anyway, we see it when it hits, when they get arrested, but we don't usually see the outcome on it. You know, it's just a blast. Hey, they got arrested. But the troll is keeping us updated on these arrests. So that's, well, one of the many reasons that we just love the troll. And we also have a Young Medical Facility, which, you know, I'm not going to even mention that because that was a traffic stop and they arrested her for some, you know, a special response team member. I don't know if y'all remember, I said a special response team was headed to the Telford unit to do a shakedown over there. Well, a special response team member working at the Telford unit had a fentanyl exposure, so they were sent to the hospital. And just FYI, there's a lot of people doing a lot of testifying this week. We had the heat. They had the heat bill. One of them, they went up for a hearing. And then we had the second look bill. That went up for a hearing. They didn't get out of there, I think, until 11 o'clock at night, if I'm not mistaken, from their Facebook page. So we had those hearings. Okay. Here is the Garza West unit. They had a arrest there. A Hightower unit officer was walked off. A LeBlanc unit warden reportedly removed barbed wire for aesthetic reasons. Which, I'm sorry, I can't with that. Which was the area of the fencing where an inmate attempted to escape. Aesthetic reasons. Now, also, hey, I know we're almost out of time. I got a very disturbing message that somebody at one of the units, the administration is killing cats and burying them on the property. If y'all are seeing that, let one of us know. I'm sure y'all have one of our contact information, plus you have David's address. Let us know, because I would love to get some...
That's going to rile up the cat lady.
Yeah, this childless single cat lady over here, let me tell you, I got hot.
Linda says she's going to jump the barbed wire fence. She's going to get shot.
Linda's like, I
6 inches off the ground.
Yeah, this is something that I plan to. We have a call with the ombudsman and on Mondays, or this coming Monday, and I plan on mentioning that to them briefly to see if they could find out some information.
Is it an officer?
No, they said administration. It's not incarcerated.
Oh.
But they're not supposed to have a weapon on the property.
Oh, well, they do. I mean, I've seen them.
Well, the weapon's supposed to be in the picket. It's not supposed to be in the facility.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's a breach of security.
But I don't know how they're killing them.
Well, I mean, they put out poison all the time.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
There's a lot of facilities that have not just rat problems, they have cat problems too, because they're all out by the back dock where they put all the slop. And they prepare all the slop and empty all the trash cans and all that stuff. And if they don't have pigs, then they got food all over the place. And the cats come and eat all that stuff. And then they get wild and they produce, you know how cats do it.
Yes, I know.
So, I mean, they should have some kind of...
Humane?
Yeah, some kind of humane way to trap them and get rid of them. But I know I see cats out just running the streets in the country. So if we got feral cats in the country, I can only imagine around the prison.
Oh, well, they have a ton. I know at every unit I go to, they have a ton of cats there. But, you know, God don't like ugly. That's all I got to say.
Them old rednecks, they probably look at it just like they're putting out some rat poison. So it's 10:58. So last week we went to 10:59 before we realized what time it was.
Before you did.
Well, I was in the middle of making shout-outs. That's why I waved at you this time. I wanted to make sure I got my shout-outs in. But I think last week, like I said, my shout-outs died. I couldn't even get the next page. So sorry, y'all. I'm glad y'all tuned in this week. Jason said it's called Resurrection Sunday. Have a happy Easter, Resurrection Sunday, whatever y'all call it. Have a great weekend. We appreciate you tuning in. Check us out on Adovo and let all your cellies know that we're on Adovo now. Have your loved ones call in and make shout-outs. Stay tuned for Damage Control with Skylar Dawn.
Have a great weekend. Zipper.
Zip, zip, zip.
Leslie, stop.